This video is about plagiarism. What is it and how can I avoid it? So basically, plagiarism is when you're not giving proper credit to your sources. Okay? So it's when you're pretending information you found comes from you and you are not telling us where it actually came from. Technically, you are lying to your reader. You have used someone else's idea and you're taking credit for it. Okay? Sometimes you do it unintentionally, and sometimes it's very intentionally because you are just too lazy to tell us where it's coming from. The problem is that plagiarism can have extreme consequences. In high school, you can have a 0 on your project. In college and university, it can be a 0. You can absolutely get expelled if it's proven that it's done maliciously. And outside in the real world, if ever you do plagiarism, you can get a huge fine. You can be brought to court. So it's definitely an issue, and that's why we are teaching you how to protect yourself from plagiarism. So the best thing you can do is you need to tell us where you get it, and that's where you got your information, and that's what we call citing your source. Okay. Any idea or fact that is common knowledge, like the polar bears are an endangered species. People know this generally speaking, so you don't have to cite it. But if it's specific information that nobody else knows about or that not a lot of people know about, you need to tell us where you got it from. So there's two types of citing when we're citing your source. You can do a direct quote, and that is when you're copying word for word what the author said, and you need to absolutely put it in quotation marks. These are the quotation marks here. As soon as you close your quotation marks, you need to open parentheses. Parentheses are the, oval lines that you find here. Okay, and that's where you tell us who wrote it. So it would be the author and the page number if it's from a book, or the author and the website. An indirect quote is when you are putting it into your own words. So you are writing in paraphrase, but the idea is still not yours. The idea, you got it from a website. You still need to cite where you got the idea from. So as soon as you're done writing the idea out, you open parentheses once again, and you tell us where the source came from. So that's an indirect quote. Okay. So to cite direct and indirect quotes, basically I will show you an example on how to do this in a further video. But before you start citing your sources, you need to create a bibliography. A bibliography is the last page of your project, and it has all the information needed from every single one of your sources to show us where you got the source from. So we're going to create a bibliography right here. So on my draft paper, I have the websites that I chose. There is a tool to help you create a bibliography super easily. It's called Easy Bib Bibliography Creator, and you go into Manage Bibliography. You make sure that you click on Website, and then you can just enter in your website here. You do search. You make sure it's MLA 8th edition. It should automatically be like that. And then your search results is going to show up, Heart Disease, the Canadian Encyclopedia. You select it, and it'll give you the information you need to put in your bibliography. You don't have to do a thing, which is amazing. It does it all for you. And then you just click on Add Bibliography to Doc. And it's right there. Works cited, Heart Disease, the Canadian Encyclopedia, and the website. So you do that for all your websites that you found. You put it in the search. You select it. It'll create the bibliography citation for you, right? And then you just have to add it to your bibliography. Oops. And it's right there. Okay. I have a third one here. The video might end. The last thing you need to know is that you need to put it in alphabetical order according to the first item on your list. So it all starts with heart disease, heart disease, heart disease. So that's not going to help me.